To day 3 of the 12 days of JavaScript, and today we have a slightly more complex sort of problem that we're going to solve with JavaScript, but yeah, we're sort of still easing into the 12 days. So for this one, we just want to write a function, ends with C, which we've got here, that accepts a string as an argument, which is this string here. And just down here, just for reference, I've got console logs. So I've got the function, and then we're passing in different strings into each of that. So the function should return a Boolean indicating whether or not the string ends with the character C, regardless of case. So the two options, obviously for the strings, could let's say be string C or string lowercase c, like that. And then as an example, string, and then, well, just obviously G at the end would be false, or any other character, whether it's up or lowercase. It has to be C, and that will return true, otherwise it will be false. So as you can see here, we've got the sort of blank function where we're just passing in a string. And if you'd like to give this a go, feel free to grab the code, sort of this starter code from the Git repo below for day 3. But otherwise, stick around and we'll go through my solution. So ends with C. Obviously, I think we can actually get this on one line, which is quite nice. So we're just going to return, and here we want to basically just check the last character of that string. So there's a couple of ways we can do this, and I can think of two at the moment. So what we want to do is take our string and we want to slice off the last character. So if we slice off the last character and then we just check if that is C, capital or lowercase, then we return true, otherwise false. So to get the last character on slice, and actually just for now, let me log this. Let me run this, sorry, and we'll log. Why doesn't it like that? Whoops. Sorry about that. Let's clear console. Return str.slice. So maybe we need to pass in something to slice. No. Let's just double check. Ends with T is not defined. Oh, apologies. The functions that I had here were incorrect. So let's run that and let's just try that without anything. So dot slice does nothing. We're just returning all of the strings here. And if I do 1, that will slice off the first character. So you can see now we've lost the E and we've just got ends with C and so forth. So to actually get the last character, we can kind of do something a little bit hacky, and it's not maybe so intuitive, but if I put -1 here, that will actually get the last character. So we're taking everything out of the string other than the last. And if I do -2, we get the last 2 characters. So there we go. So we just want the last one, which is that. And then what we can do, rather than just returning that, we want to check, does that last character, so now str.slice -1 is the last character. So we want to check, and we'll do a triple check here. So, sort of strict, we're checking the type is a string as well as the value. And then we want to check if it's an uppercase, or if str.slice, again, -1 is equal to a lowercase c. Oops. And if it is, so we're going to do a ternary operator here. So this basically, on the left-hand side of the question mark, is if this is true, return what precedes the question mark. So we'll return true because we want to return true if it is true. And then we do a colon like this, and then false for when this, so either of these, if this statement or this statement are false, we return false. And now if I hit enter, we can see we're getting true, true, false, false, which is correct because the last sort of character on the first 2 are up lowercase and then uppercase C, and then the others are just other characters in the alphabet, so they should be returning false. So that's a quick way of doing it. We can also use if statements, but because you can get it on one line with this ternary operator, that's a neat way to do it. But I'm just going to comment this out for a second, and we'll have, if there's another solution as well where we can do a similar thing actually, and I'll grab this str.slice and just keep all of this here. But what we can do, instead of slicing off the last character, we could just access it as the index, right? So if we do the bracket notation here, and then we want to get the last character within the string. So we'll do str.length and then -1, because if you remember, each of the indexed characters within JavaScript, it will start at 0. So let's say this word is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters. We just want the last, well, the 8th character, which is actually the 9th, if that makes sense. So it will be similar here as well. We just want to change this to str, so for the string.length, which would be 9, and then -1. And if I run that as well, we can see we get true, true, false, false. So yeah, that's kind of 2 ways of solving this function here. And we're just checking if the string and the last character of the string, contains the letter that we're looking for, and returning true if it does, or false. So yeah, that's it for today. Let me know in the comments if you came up with another solution. There might even be, well, I'm sure there's many ways to do this, but yeah, I'd be interested to see. And otherwise, I look forward to seeing you in tomorrow's video. Thanks for watching.